Oh, hey.
Hey.
That's right. Where were you 7 years ago?
How's it
So
going?
sorry. So sorry.
No,
Look
you're
at
fine.
Rip McRipper.
Hi, gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're both, stop it. You both are gorgeous over there, sitting over there in front of these lockers.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
That's right. Where were you 7 years ago?
How's it
Hello.
going?
Sorry. So sorry.
No,
Look
you're
at
fine.
Rip McRipper.
Hi, gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're both, stop it. You both are gorgeous over there, sitting over there in front of these lockers. Thanks
Can
for
you
having
smell
me.
our breath? Seth, get some Listerine.
Scott.
Scott, get some Listerine.
Did you guys just meet today? I'm wondering
It's
if
been a long morning.
I understand. I understand.
Open your eye. Open your eye.
I think it's,
Did I? I didn't mean to.
I take it I'm getting you guys at the loopy part of your press day.
fine. I'll be okay.
Okay. Sorry.
No
Hi, buddy.
worries.
We're ready now.
guys.
Sorry.
No worries. Well, listen, it's been a long day, and we'll get you through. We'll try to make you have fun here. That's all I
it's all
wanted.
good.
Already having fun.
Yeah. All right. Hey, look, that's what I've been saying. What's it, guys? It's been you've both been working with cartoons and doing voice work and everything. But this, I told this to Paul and Brad, it's like a live action cartoon. What was it like working with just jokes? I just love jokes. What was it like doing that?
Gosh, just an actor's dream.
Yeah.
An actor's dream. I mean, I love to put the kook and kooky, and the sillier the better. From the time I was a kid, I don't know why, but I just love absurd. I was sort of a latchkey kid. I don't know about you, but my babysitters were Mr. and Mrs. Jefferson, Benny Hill, and the cast of Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. So to be in something like Ted is a dream come true.
Yeah, and the set, right? Brad and Paul, I love because I was always just used to working with sets.
Sure.
And what Brad and Paul brought to it is like after a take, Brad would come up and whisper something to me like, try this button instead. And I loved that process of just having it be that free, because that's all you're doing all day. You're trying to make people laugh without it being annoying, right?
It's just all for fun.
And they made it so great. Brad and they're I hope to work with them for the rest of my life.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I mean, like Scott, you've got really good vocal range, from Steve Smith, and now you're doing this insane dad. Like I mean, there were Alanna, Scott, were any of you, either of you, informed by people that you knew growing up with these crazy parents?
Did we know people like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. I've had a few friends of friends, old boyfriends. I remember old boyfriends of girlfriends of mine. What do you see in him? Please don't marry that guy. But she married you. Susan married this guy. She went ahead, and they've been together for years. Clearly something works. I think fundamentally they're just sort of they're two very simple people, right?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with people. I grew up in the 70s in Drake, Massachusetts, and there were a lot of these people around that I play, and they were all my, I'm not saying they were my uncles because I don't want my uncles to get upset, but they were my uncles, and I knew these guys. They just weren't smart, and they said whatever came to their mind, and they were just misinformed or
Sure.
like what. Let me ask you a question.
And actually quite simple and innocent.
Yes, simple and innocent. What do you see in Maddie?
In Maddie, I mean, to me, he really is that. There's one person I knew. He is Maddie. He is that guy. And but at the end of the day, anytime my family was in trouble or anything, it was that guy you'd call. Like, you really? Oh man, okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
at the core of him, he is all heart. He's just he's just not as wise as most.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I think you can also stretch that out to Ted too himself. Scott,
Sure.
Alanna, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me. I appreciate this. It's been fun. You guys are a dream, and keep up the great work.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
buddy.
much.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
All right. See ya. Hello, guys. How's it going today?
Hi, Chad.
Yeah, it's going great.
Yeah,
Good to
nice
see
to
you.
meet you.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations on the new show. It's very funny. I watched the first couple episodes, and you all did a very good job of translating a cartoon, what feels like a cartoon, to a live action show.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. What was it like bringing Ted to life again? After it lived it as a movie, a couple of movies.
Yeah, it was a challenge, right? To keep the tone. We did not write the movies, so we were fans of the movies, and we were excited about the challenge of taking that tone into a serious comedy. Luckily, we were focusing, it being a prequel, we got to focus on a period of time where Ted that had been previously unexplored. So that freed us up a little bit, but it was something we had to keep in mind at all times, that as free as we were building a bridge to these movies, and that had to make sense and sort of connect.
Yeah, and the technical challenges also kind of were exciting too, because we've done a lot of TV, but we've not done a lot with the special effects, and it was really fun to see how that works, and to realize there are some limitations, but you can make a lot of things happen. And watching the special effects crew work was really sort of an eye-opening experience. It was sort of the high point for me.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I saw the article about Fuzzy Door. I don't want to get too technical, but Fuzzy Door sold their technology of what they use for this new show, and I think it's amazing. It's just outstanding, because when in the pilot episode, when Ted's running away from Giorgia, hearing his little pitter patter of his footsteps, or seeing his shadow go across the floor. That's something that I wouldn't have expected to see so intricately even a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's really neat, and it's a lot of work. It's mostly work that we don't do. Seth is really meticulous about like policing that and making sure he's always as real as possible, and it really shows. And it's fun. First of all, they do such a good job that on set it's almost seamless. It really just feels like you run a scene with a stuffed bear for reference, pull the bear and shoot an empty frame, and then geniuses later on put Ted in the frame, which is a long process with a lot of, we see that at every stage. What's cool also though is moments where it's completely low tech. And so for example, one point is like whenever Ted is like handing something to someone or grabbing something, that is real. So that's like this young woman wearing like a little puppet hand, like interacting with our actors and then scurrying out of frame, and she's later painted out of the frame. So it's neat, that juxtaposition between as high tech as it gets, and then at certain points it's someone wearing a fuzzy Ted hand.
And what about bringing in regular Seth MacFarlane people like Mike Henry to play bit parts? I just think that stands out, and really, we're missing great, just pure comedies when it comes to television and movies too. I just need jokes sometimes. I don't need like a full-blown story, and I think Ted really fits that mold.
Yeah, we feel the same way. I mean, we talk about like the moment he sent us the pilot script, we were already on board. We were already discussing, with him in development what this show might be like, but he wrote the script. So the first episode of this we see is in script form, and I got to the bottom of page 1 and cracked up and was like, I don't think I've heard that joke seen that joke on TV, certainly not in a while. And it's a relief. And I have a feeling that it'll be a relief for viewers to just laugh and not take things too seriously, which isn't to say like that we don't get into some serious stuff and these stories aren't grounded, but we prioritize funny as much as we can.
Yeah, and Seth, he has a deep well of resources and people to bring on board at different points, and that worked well with the writing staff as well. We got a couple fantastic writers from the Family Guy writing staff that came over and helped us. And I mean, it's just, when you have that kind of depth of talent working around you, it's really, it makes your life easier, and it's kind of awe-inspiring to see them work.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Sulkin, who wrote the movies and also runs Family Guy, consulted on this. So I mean, that's just an amazing resource to have in the writer's room to do a punch-up pass on your script.
Yeah, that's amazing, and great work, and keep running that palace over there, guys. It's going to be a great show for Peacock. I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
nice
thank you.
Very welcome. Hey guys, how's it going? I know it's a long day.
That's
okay.
It's going pretty good. I love your tiger.
I was about to say the
Thank
same
you.
thing. I
Yeah,
love
thank
that
you.
art.
I got it at a thrift shop. It's fantastic. So you guys have been in the Seth MacFarlane world for a couple of years now. What's it like to top line a project with him?
A whole different beast,
Mhm.
100%. I've been working with Seth in some capacity or another for about 20 years. I used to do voices of little kids on Family Guy when I was like 6, thereabouts. But working this closely with him, this intensively every single day was an entirely new beast. Seeing up front, up close and personal, just how much work he puts into every single aspect of everything he does is it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's inspiring.
beyond. Yeah. I would say the same thing because I mean we had limited time on the Orville, but you know, doing a whole season of a show, you really get to see just kind of the genius work, you know, and it's like you get to see it from start to finish, and so it's really cool.
Giorgia, do you feel this protective of somebody who's younger than you in real life? Because I mean, you know, in the first episode, you're treating Max like he's your little brother, even though he's your cousin.
Yeah, I have 3 younger brothers, so I am very, very, very protective of them, and I would literally do anything for them. So that's kind of where that inspiration comes from, is the fact that I've had to take the heat for them many a time. So it's not a foreign concept to me.
Now, Max, were you able to play off of Seth when you guys were shooting scenes with Ted the bear himself?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we were shooting, we were acting with empty space in place of the bear, which was its own challenge. But that was made a lot easier by the fact that Seth was most often in the room doing the lines at the same time. So we really could play off of each other. There was room for improv. There was room for just playing around and finding the fun and the funny in each scene.
Yeah. And he brought the energy, you know. I think that was the
Every
most
day.
important thing. Every day, the energy, the voice, it was like you were there acting with Ted. That's why it was so easy.
What was the rap gift? I could only imagine that everybody, when they got home, they all got free Ted teddy bears.
That's actually it's a funny story. So in the first episode, there's a moment where one of the lunch ladies gets a bunch of hot dogs thrown at her. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes.
And there was an image that we had when we were first starting out with like screen tests and camera tests and stuff, of it looking like an eyeball or a hot dog going directly into her eye.
Because it did.
Because it did.
It went
Yeah,
directly
went
into
straight
her
into
eye.
eye.
The poor woman.
So what we did as a cast was we just got that image and put it on T-shirts.
Okay.
And made sure that everybody got one.
Yeah, a lot of Ted gear. A lot
Yeah.
of. I got a little teddy bear from the hair and makeup department, so that was fun.
And all the wardrobe that we stole.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I
Which
imagine
he
that.
doesn't.
So
We didn't. We didn't.
Stop
We
it.
didn't.
did you all I know, you know, Seth is the man of a million voices. Did you all do your voices for him, or do any type of voice for him just to see if he could laugh?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I find that, well, he always makes fun of just my voice regularly because I kind of talk with like a Valley Girl accent. So he's always like, "Oh my God," like. So that's just me being me though. That's
Yeah.
just me not even trying. So that's embarrassing. But
No, he's more often than not the roaster rather than
Yeah.
like the roasty or the guy being made to laugh. I would say the person who sort of got his go the most is Scott.
Scott, yeah.
Grimes. They've been friends for like 2 decades.
Yeah.
So
Scott
they're
knows
very
how to
good
do
at
it.
getting under each other's skin,
Yeah.
which is fun to watch.
Did Scott and Alanna play good parents?
Yeah, good parents. Yeah. Yeah, there were a bunch of like really nice heartfelt moments where like Scott or Alana's character would like come up to John and give him some honest to goodness like life advice. And then there's moments where they're just being absolutely insane human beings that no one in their right mind would ever want to emulate.
Yeah, I think Scott's character was a little more difficult to love from my point of view because they bicker a lot and have different opinions on everything. But ultimately, yeah, I think they are to you at least.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Max, Giorgia, I appreciate this. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful, and you know, take it easy the rest of the day. I know these are
Oh
long.
yeah, we're gonna try.
Just chill out.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Have a good
All
one.
right, see ya.